Back so soon? Let's see how you do with something important. For too many years, GDI forces have maintained a stranglehold on Egypt. It's fallen upon us to liberate these citizens crying out for a better way of life. Kane wants to establish a base here to eliminate the smothering presence of GDI. It's too risky to move our heavy forces in, so we want you to sneak in with a few expendable troops and set up a forward attack post. By the way, there's more than enough Tiberium for you to harvest. That should easily pay your expenses. If you are detected, you fail. If you fail, you die.
Welcome back, Commander. Strange that Seth thinks we're working a little too fast for his liking. But I guess we shouldn't concern ourselves too much with that. Today's mission includes our first time that we can build buildings. You'll note that there's a very, I guess, unique limitation with Command & Conquer. It was true with other games such as the Dune games. But you are unable to effectively give yourself any spaces between buildings. So every building you create must be directly touching another building, basically. The only way around this would be to capture an enemy building, or to effectively build several buildings and then sell one in the middle. But fortunately, there's no real reason to do so. Mission 2 is fairly straightforward. All we have to do is destroy the Allied forces, or the GDI forces in the area.
Construction complete. Building.
Waiting order. You got it. Not a problem. Ready and waiting. Waiting order.
Personally, I like going with 2 refineries for my base, although I don't always produce them that way. More or less just because I'm stuck with a mentality from a game we will see in the future, where having more refineries is just more efficient in terms of money gathering. Unfortunately, normally I would apply the same thing to refineries, not refineries, but harvesters, which are the vehicles that go into refineries. But so we aren't able to actually build anymore, so.
Building.
Another reason why it's always a good idea to have a large number of refineries, especially harvesters, is, well, you get to flood the map sometimes with cheap units like I'm doing right now.
Waiting order. Ready and moving. Ready and moving out. Yes, sir.
Now, when it comes to destroying enemy bases, there's generally 2 ways to go about it. Either one, you can destroy all enemy buildings and units, or you can capture all the enemy's buildings. If you do capture their buildings, you will have to supplement that with destroying all ground forces as well. But that's usually easy in comparison to destroying everything. Especially when an engineer only costs you about 500 minerals. If you don't lose them, of course. But the 500 credit investment is a lot cheaper than, say, 6 minigunners or some buggies, and so on.
Moving out. Ready and waiting.
And now, since we're on the point of capturing the enemy construction yard, they won't have any ability to actually get anything else. On top of that, they don't have a refinery, so they can't collect funds. So if the AI doesn't produce anything fast enough, we're basically going to win without any issues. I should point out that any refinery that has a vehicle basically docked with it, if you capture the building like we did earlier, you will capture the harvester along with it.
Unit ready.
So it's pretty handy to wait around while the AI is trying to dump its own credits.
Yes, sir. Reporting. Right away, sir. Reporting. Unit moving out. Acknowledged. Affirmative.
There's a few stragglers on the map, but like the first map, this one is fairly small as well.
Unit lost.
I should also point out that just about every mission from now on will have multiple choices, so be prepared to see a lot of different paths we could or could not take.
Yes, affirmative. Moving out.
Another thing I'm showing off here is just how Tiberium is quite deadly to infantry units. This includes engineers. Vehicles are the only things that aren't affected.